Before I had Nathan, I knew nothing about preemies. It was just something I thought happened, to some people. Nathan was born so early, it was unexpected. I had no time to really, find out about the NICU experience or, the challenges he would be facing. It was just kind of a whirlwind. I went on the internet to look at what sources there were available. There's a lot of information, but it's very disparate. It's all kind of scattered. So you find a lot of information, but it's really hard to know, what the best source is, what's really credible, what's not, and it's just really hard to know where to go to look.
Honestly, you can't know enough. It's something different coming at you every single day, every single minute. Of course, when you Google stuff, you have like this whole world of everything coming at you. So of course you click on something and it's a horror story or it's a good story. You just don't know.
Googling is good, but too much Googling can be terrifying. And I think almost every time I would Google something, I'd make sure it was like positive success story plus whatever they were talking about with my son. 23-weekers only have less than a 5% chance of making it, and so that, just hearing those odds is terrifying. So really the first thing I wanted to do is just, are there positive success stories? Are there other 23-weekers out there that have made it? Like, what have they been through? Like, how long were they in the NICU? What should I be expecting?
Read books, all the Preemie books are very, very useful. They tend to agree with what the doctors are saying. So I highly recommend definitely get a lot of information, but get it from everywhere, not just one place, not just the internet.
It's really hard to truly understand what a preemie parent's going through unless you've been there. And my family, did everything that they could, but none of them really understood exactly what it's like to have a preemie in the NICU.
The support that I was getting from a few of my friends, they wanted to be there for me, but they didn't know how. One of the things that I kept hearing from a few of my family was, it's gonna be all right, it's gonna be all right. And I wanted to just live by the moment and didn't want it to be consoled to any point. I just wanted them to hear me out and just be there.
People don't really know how to react at first, so it's, I think, the natural support that comes with any scary situation. People making calls, people offering to take care of the dog, people, sending food. People were really supportive, and then as time went on, people learned how to really be supportive of parents of a preemie.
I don't see going through that without the support system. I mean, I think I would have broken down. We were in the NICU for 200 days. Trash wouldn't have gone out, dogs wouldn't have gotten walked or fed or anything like that. So it would not have happened without the support system and everybody rallied around us. It was incredible.
Our biggest challenge by far is we had to leave. For a long time, we thought that we would be in the NICU, we'd have our time there, and then when we left the NICU, we would be done. So we found out very quickly that when you leave, you're not quite done. They wanted him to come home with an apnea monitor on him. So we would have leads strapped to his chest, and then we had this little, suitcase-looking thing, looked like a little fanny pack that we would carry with us. We really had to rely on each other a lot more because that, network at the hospital in large part was gone.
We ended up being there 7 months, but we had the support of all these other parents that were going through something very similar, and I started to make friendships with those folks. And I think that having another mom to talk to that was either a couple weeks ahead or a couple people that were about to go through something that you had similarly been through was a way to not feel so alone.
You'll find that there's a lot of people out there, but in our world, I think there are about 10 parents that we can text at 3 in the morning to figure out, if they've had this problem or what they've done about it.
You don't have a manual, you don't know what to expect. It's a journey and you're learning along the way. But at the end of the day, you have to trust your instincts. Obviously, you take the advice of doctors, you listen to what the baby's nurses and doctors have to say and think carefully about that. But at the same time as a parent, you know your baby better than anyone.